Calancan Bay of the heart-shaped island Marinduque was once a tropical paradise. That was before the multinational mining company Barrick Gold came for the rich deposits of copper, silver and gold on the Philippine island. After 3 decades of mining and millions of dollars in earnings, the company left a toxic disaster for the fishing communities depending on the bay. The toxic tailings have formed an 8-kilometer-long artificial island in the bay. Today, people living in the 12 affected fishing villages of Calancan Bay still suffer from severe pollution of copper, selenium, zinc, arsenic, and lead.
Din ako po ay masakit na naman po ang kabilang paa. Pagkatapos po ay ang kamay ko po ay mayroon na naman po. Ay sa kadahilanan po baka ito po ay maputol muli kung mapapabayaan po ito, lalala talaga po ito. Gawa nang wala po naman ako ibang panggastos. Wala po namang natulong sa akin na maganon na papagamot kita, wala po man nasabi sa akin.
Fisherman Wilson Manuba, the father of 3 children, is disabled because of heavy metal poisoning. In 1986, he got wounds that didn't grow. It rapidly got worse. Many others share his fate on the island.
Marami po. Yung iba po sa balat, sa paa, na parang mga, yung mga psoriasis, ganyan. Yung kanilang sakit sa balat. Yung iba po yung nagkamatay na, yung iba buhay pa po naman. Yung iba po sa paa rin, yung mga natitinik sila, pero yung po kanila hindi masyado pong nagapakasakit, hindi kapares po nang nangyari sa akin na maraming kasi pong operasyon sa akin.
Several children and adults have died due to heavy metal poisoning in Calancan Bay. Many children living here have high levels of lead in their blood. Wilson Manuba and others suffering from heavy metal poisoning can be treated by a process that separates the heavy metals from their blood. But most people living in the Bay villages can't afford to pay the $500 the procedure costs.
Sa minahan po, nising punduling po ay wala. Sa gobyerno po, ay paminsan-minsan po may gamot. Sa ngayon po naman ay talaga pong hirap na po talaga ako. Pero po kahit paano kinakaya ko pa rin. Ginagapan ko po ang aking pamilya. Hanap buhay ay minsan po ako nakatugpa ng mga isang araw. Matigil pong isang araw. Gawa ng pagod po ako sa paggapang sa punta sa po. Lalo po pagka maulan. Lalong hirap po.
It is not only Calancan Bay that is affected by the mining of Barrick Gold. In 1993, a dam with toxic tailings collapsed. 2 children were swept away and killed. Livestock and crops were lost and houses destroyed. The poisonous tailings are still visible in the Mogpog River. The river has been biologically dead since the disaster, and still heavy metals and toxic waste from the faulty dam pollute the river. Only 3 years later, a pipe for tailings collapsed and 40 million cubic meter of toxic waste flooded into the Boac River as well.
Sa malinis din, siya namin naligo. Maglalawig dito sa Minduro para lang sila mag-ani.
The neighboring island, Minduro, hosts some of the farmers that had to escape the toxic mayhem on Marinduque. Their crops wouldn't grow as they used to after the accidents. The family of Nati Nagutom barely escaped with their life when the tailings flooded the Mogpog River.
Ito ay inapagsigawan namin sa mga ibang probinsya na mayroong minahan na nababalita na namin na magbubukas, kaya sana naman ay wag silang pumayag at pag nandyan na nakapagbukas na mahirap na tanggalin na gaya namin sa ngayon. Marami po salamat.
Instead of rehabilitate the damaged ecosystems on Marinduque and compensate the people suffering from their mining, Barrick Gold, the largest gold mining company in the world, fights them in court. The U.S. District Court of Nevada has granted the motion of the Marinduque provincial government to include Barrick Gold Corporation as a defendant in the lawsuit against Placer Dome, the company that started the mining operations on the island. Barrick Gold bought out Placer Dome in 2006. The Marinduquenos are hopeful to achieve legal justice for the mining disaster on the island. Many are still suffering from poisoning, while the lawyers are battling it out in the courts. When the courts will reach a final verdict, nobody can tell. For some, it may be too late.